Yakuza babysitting? You gotta be kidding me, right? Hi everyone, it's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Manga Monday, and we have a manga for you. Maybe. It is called The Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, and Yakuza seems to be a theme that's been going on in manga lately between The Way of the House Husband and Sakamoto Days. This one is a little bit more lighthearted than the other two in the sense where it's really far more slice of life than comedy or action adventure. It focuses on a little girl. I'm guessing she's in kindergarten. She's pretty young, and she's been living with her aunt ever since her mother had an accident. And the book opens with her finally returning home to live with her dad. Her dad is the leader of a Yakuza team. He's a Yakuza boss. And he assigns his second in command, Kirishima, to kind of be her bodyguard and babysitter. And it's a weird combination because Kirishima doesn't have any experience in this. He's very loyal to the boss, though. He's more the hot-headed guy who, when he goes to collect, he's already beating people up before they even say a word. He looks very intimidating. But as the manga goes along, you find out he's very soft-hearted, especially when it comes to the little girl. And you got the sense that he's very loyal to the boss and the boss's wife for some reason. And the little girl, who starts off very shy, slowly opens up to him. He becomes more of a father figure because not that her father doesn't love her or isn't involved, but because of his lifestyle, he's busy a lot. So Kirishima fills in a lot at different functions. Now, I'm going to start with the art. The art is really nice. I do like the details on this. The expressions are really done well. There is some bloody content in this. It's not that bad, though. It's more like every time Kirishima does something, it's kind of done off panel, and then he comes out with maybe blood on his knuckles or blood on his shirt to imply that he's done some bad things. There's a moment where they go in the past where they kind of like design Kirishima. I at one point didn't even realize it was him until somebody on the panel said the name was mentioned, and because he looked completely different from what he is in the present. So it was a little hard to distinguish, at least for me. There's another character who kind of like looks up to Kirishima that he kind of took under his wing, and he's always trying to keep Kirishima from going overboard. And Kirishima's always worried that the boss is going to beat him up, like he's going to mess up or do something wrong. Now, story-wise, I want to put this in the best way possible. It's very fluffy. It's very, very sugar coated, and this could change. I mean, but right now it's very, very wholesome, despite what the main character is. It's very wholesome. It's definitely meant for maybe a little bit younger readers, preteens maybe. I could be wrong. At times it gets a little too fluffy. And this is probably a personal choice, a personal observation. When dealing with tones of like Yakuza, even if you look at Way of the House Husband, there are moments that remind you just exactly how violent he was. Sakamoto Days definitely does that. In this, they kind of like sugarcoat the Yakuza lifestyle. I mean, everything, like I said before, that happens off panel. It doesn't really happen so far on panel. It's more about the cutesy relationship between this guy, Kirishima, and the little girl. And how exactly, this relationship's going to grow. Like I said, he's more of a father figure, maybe an uncle to her, and he's the one who's there for her most of the time than the dad. Not, and it kind of feels a little like weird. I know the dad's a Yakuza boss, but you kind of feel like It'd be nice to see him interacting more with the daughter. Now, you do have a plot here. The mother's not dead. It's not a spoiler. She's in a coma, and the father's having a hard time dealing with it. And this could be what also plays into the fact why he's not as involved with the daughter. And it's not that he doesn't love her or care for her. He just kind of maybe feels a lot of guilt about what happened. But it's just really cutesy. And I don't know if that's for me. I didn't read 2 yet. It might improve. I mean, even the designs with the little girls to make her look very cute and adorable, which is fine because I love Yanya from Spy Family. It just feels like there could be a little bit more to this. Like, maybe kind of like remind readers exactly how dangerous their situation is. I mean, there's a point, like, Kirishima is like a little too perfect with identifying threats. Now, I get it. He's been in the business for a while. There's a part where they're walking down the street and he senses people following him and tells the little girl to stay there for a minute and to count because they're playing red light, green light. If you've seen the Squid Games, you know what I'm talking about. And he goes and beats the crap out of all the bad guys off panel and comes back. And you just kind of see the aftermath of them just kind of laying around beat up. Just kind of, I don't know, there's something missing. You ever have that when you're reading something and you're like, it's cute, but there's something more I want from this. I just don't know what. Uh, I am going to try the next couple of volumes. I'm going to read the 3. If it's still kind of the same, I'm probably more than likely going to drop this series. But as of right now, like I said, it's if you're looking for something a little more toned down from Way of the House Husband or Sakamoto Days, and you like that cute, adorable little girl relationship with a father figure, I would recommend it for you. If you're looking for more something where there's going to be a lot of action, pack Sakamoto Days. If you like a lot of comedy, while not toning down the Yakuza life, Way of the House Husband. But again, like I said, this feels more like it's geared to people who like more of a wholesome style, cutesy story. And I don't mean that in a bad way. That's fine. People like that type of stuff. I just don't know yet if this is for me. I could be wrong. If you've been watching my channel, you know there's been plenty of manga I've read in the first volume I didn't like, but then when I proceeded to the next, I was proven wrong. One Piece. Again, I like the art though. I do like the art. It doesn't come off way too cutesy. I mean, the little girl is made to be cute, which is fine. And it's probably why Kirishima feels very protective of her, not just because he's ordered to. But again, if you like something very wholesome, very cutesy, this is the manga for you. Otherwise, you might want to try other options. So let me know down below, have you read the Yakuza Guide to Babysitting? Let me know what you think. Did you like it? Do you prefer something else? Is there any recommendations? Go ahead, comment down below. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I have another video. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.